Kaže continue the game. I tako ti. Sad evo izašla je ova Star Wars igrica. Tako da sad ne znam šta ću prije igrat. Da možda Star Wars poslije ovoga Otherworlda igram, pa onda Red Dead. Šta ti misliš, Matija?
Dakle, koje imaš?
Znači sad ti je ovaj Star Wars izašla nova igra, isto.
Dobro. To
I
nisam
onda imaš
optimističan mnogo.
Red Dead Redemption imaš.
To znam šta je, to je super.
Znači te dvije igre kužiš, a sad trenutno igram ovu Otherworld. Kužiš.
Pa dobro, to je u redu, to što se vidi.
Znači sad kad ovo završim, onda ću razmišljam da prvo igram Star Wars, pa onda Red Dead. Kužiš.
Pa neće Red Dead nikud pobjeći, no.
Jer mislim da je Red Dead puno je veći, kužiš, što se tiče priče, kužiš.
Pa ima za radit se svašta, da. Stvarno,
zato mislim prvo možda Star Wars, kužiš. Tako da to riješim, pa onda ću se vratiti na...
Pa sigurno će Star Wars brže riješiti, to si ovak nije nekakav...
Pa koliko znam, da, ima nekih otprilike 20 sati igranja, a kak se zove? Šta sam htio reći? Red Dead je puno toga više ima, kužiš. Sad možda sam taj story, možda budem realno brzo prošao, kužiš. Ja nemam pojma koliko je, nisam ni gledao, nisam htio ništa spojlat, znaš.
I thought this would be easier. Sanjar's death is surprisingly heavy on my conscience. After all this time. But I mustn't let that distract me from our victory. We can now take our truth to the stars, Captain, and I have you to thank for that. For the moment, we will recuperate, collect ourselves and our resources. Know if ever you find yourself in need of a favor, you may call upon your friends in Stellar Bay.
Dobro. Znači sad sam odlučio o sudbinu ovog jednog planeta. Bilo je da li će se pridružiti ovim kompaniji. To jest preći na kompaniju, pa onda bi vjerojatno bilo to nešto da se ovi vrate, jer je kao izbačeni su iz borda. Pa onda bi vjerojatno možda i morao to još nešto obaviti, a ovako sad su oni kao slobodni planet. Kužeš. Sad sigurno će biti nekih gluposti gdje možda neće nešto dobro proći. Vidit ćemo. Kak će kraj biti. Dobro. Vidimo. I sviđa mi se što su napravili, što možeš po lokacijama si odabrati questove. Možemo kao znači imaš listu questova, kao quest type, main quest, side quest, companion, task, bilo šta. Pa onda imaš kao po lokaciji, znači da možeš dio po dio rješavati kao planet po planet. Pa kao recimo najnoviji do najstarijeg kuješ i onda možeš ono kako hoćeš. I, čak i alfabetski. Ja gledam po ovaj po ovome po lokaciji. Već ima na YouTubeu ovaj sve kad scene ovoga Star Warsa. Znaš, kad se neko bavi sam sa YouTubeom, onda igra non stop.
Da.
Jel to vendor ili... A, tamo desno. To je vendor. Malo sam pretrpan, moram prodat stvari. I sviđa mi što su, to sam ti već rekao, što su municiju stavili da nema težine. Ovo izgleda dobro. 9. Ovak. Jedno što mi je glupo, što nisu napravili da možeš kad kod kompenjana gledaš stvari, ne možeš složiti stvari po težini, po nečemu, znaš. Jer kad gledaš kod sebe možeš. Na kompenjonu bi stavio ono najjače što imam. Ovo je 29 isto. Dobro. Koliko on ima? To jest ona. 31. Dobro. Znači, ne trebaju oni. Treba ovo. I... ova mislim. Da, dok se to 5.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was, stars, I can't remember. Days.
You don't think he got crushed during the bridge collapse?
It was his team running that drop? Sure puts things into perspective. Carry on.
Huh?
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
So that puddle I stepped in? That wasn't beer.
I tako ti kažeš, ha?
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it. You...
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment, and you're just an engineer using it.
Ah!
Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big. I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship. I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close to my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I wanna come with.
Hey, Cap. Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. She's a smart one, you know. Opal was quiet in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, then all of a sudden pop in with a bit of wisdom out of nowhere. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything. I will.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. No complaints here.
Don't mind the mess. Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head? Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent. Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Taking it easy? Oops, pardon. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Mm-hmm.
No.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Što Matija?
Jesam, tu borim se sa Egipćanima, to jest sa Egipćanima protiv Seleuta. I baš sam uzeo Damaskus. A on i mene napao, budala. Ma na početku na povijesti Zgorića. Ja ga puštam da se uzgoji malo. A na kući bio mi je saveznik i uopće me nije morao napast. Ne, on napada mene. Aha, dobro. A okružen je sa svih strana, on sa fakcijama koji će ga napast sve, ne mora da me ide. Sad sam uzeo jednu pokrenu i neću više ne izbirati, ne ga rastrgaju. Sam će se braniti. Sam ne znam kojem bogu da posvetim taj grad.
So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Infotepa. Seta. Infotepa ili set moraju dobiti. A gledam da mi bude ravnomjerno raspoređeni ovi kao ti šrajnovi, no. Nema po cijeloj državi podjednako od svih bogova, no.
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
I dobije Damaskus šrajno fin.
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
A nije, on mi daje kasnije na experience, na trupe plus 2.
Of course.
I im daje public health
What's on your mind?
bonus.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc? Ah! What if they hold hands?
Wow, are you serious? I gotta get a copy of that. Like what I did with the place?
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye. Destination reached. Scylla. Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from the Masked Marketeer?
What's that make the vicar?
Max? I was thinking maybe one of the butlers. Don't tell him I said that.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna tell him.
Hey. Yeah, it's alive! It's alive!
Here.
Ooh, that had to hurt.
Gel Uscoro Prelazes.
Što je uskoro prolazim igru? Da. Pa mislim da ne, jer realno sad ću ti za dva tjedna neću uopće streamat. Što bi rekli, idem malo na put.
Hey you, looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Tako da neću streamat što se tiče. Idem u Zagreb, u Hrvatsku. Rekao idem u Hrvatsku.
Navrati onda.
Di da navratim?
Do Yarina. LOL.
Da Jaruna. Vidjet ćemo, dogovorit ćemo se.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through. Got my sights on you.
Jer ti to meni prijediš, momak?
Those guys are either gonna try to shoot us or sell us something potent. Either way, should be fun.
Clyde must be inside.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Show him how it's done!
Niš nema.
Muha veličine manjeg psa je proletila sad.
Ti.
A tu sad pored mene, ono gledaš šta je ovo.
Bože.
Neko je ovo, ne znam, muha ili vrana, ono šta je.
Okej.
All right, hushing up.
Chernobyl 2019.
Ne, nije to Černobil, to je Zagreb. to je bilo prije Slovenija. Onda. 2019.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
Crisco 2019.
Pa, to sam htio reći.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. It's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
Joser bio na infogam returnier UXGO 10k
He's
euro.
earned his keep with us.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
J.A. Sam Glido.
Samo si gleda. Nema tu parova od gledanja samo.
Tu Supolu Pro Timovi.
A, ovo timski je bilo, aha.
Five B5.
Mhm. Znači, svaki je dobio 2000. Što nije opet loše?
I'm working on something.
Sveki J.E. Dobio 1K.
Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I
To
want
J.E.
Felix to
Grand
be a part of
Pros.
my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Mislim da ti
Easy there,
matematika
Clyde.
baš ne ide.
No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to
5K
walk away from
JEZA
your
1
captain,
Jesto.
Felix, but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by
3K
fear.
JEZA Drogo.
Change is not to be feared.
Aha.
I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on them.
I ostalo Nez Kak J.E.
A pa to onda jako malo. Mislim, okej, dosta za nekakav hrvatski turnir. Ne znam, ali to je bilo za Balkan kompletni ili samo hrvatski, kao?
Balkan.
Mhm. Da, dobro, to je onda okej, ajde.
Nemos vis na ovim prostorima.
That you feel insulted is a testament to your affection for the boy. I'm not asking you to let him go. Not until he's ready. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask.
Ovo
Kill
je
him.
brutal no
His ring will prove his
ZANAS.
death. His ring should do nicely.
Ma znam, kažem, zato dobro je to za Balkan.
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own in tuck tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
You think so? Maybe we should
As
have a
to
word with
je
Trask.
ironic no you
Get his
finalist
side of the
sui
story
grali.
first.
You'd be wasting
Kosovo
your breath
v
bandying
Serbia.
words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his
LOL.
ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Da, baš je. I ko je pobjedio na kraju?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but
Servija.
I still remember a thing or two.
Da.
You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything and you'd never back down.
What do you mean had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost
Ovi
an argument.
Vodalai 13-2.
You see what I have to deal with?
Trinaest naprema 2. Bože, masakrirali su ih.
Icerbiprio crenuli NA 16-14.
Dobro. Zanimljivo.
Napito. Iglobnob.
No.
Zato što si se napisao zajedno, pa glogula ispala
Gazno.
glongula.
Pittage matijajel isona itir liber. Interliber.
Pitate, jesi išao ti na Interliber?
Nisam. Sam dobio knjigu. Vodič kroz Auschwitz. Čak ima onak mala karta
WTF.
vadiš, onak imaš plan logora Auschwitz.
Ahahahahahahahahahaha.
Tako.
Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
Jesi nabavio šta na Interliberu? To jest na Infogamingu. Kak se zove sad u biti to? Prije je bilo Infogaming, pa Reboot.
No to je zajedno sad i...
Infogamer.
Gamerski sajam i taj...
Pa Interliber i Infogamer doje samo do sajama, samo što je Interliber je uvijek bio besplatno, znači knjige i to.
Da, moraš pet banki još platiti tak neki.
Da, ovo moraš... U početku je to bilo sve jedno i drugo besplatno, onda su počeli naplaćivati Infogamer. Kužiš?
Dobre, jedno.
Sad sjećam kad sam bio išao...
100 knots CA6 Dana. 50 knots CA Dan.
A dosta je to. 50 kuna za dan. Mislim, puno je to. Realno. A dobro, opet, sad ne znam. Što ti misliš, jel vredi to, tih 50 kuna?
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready. Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then,
Mislimo Godin J.E. Bilo Sranje.
Pa i prošle godine je bilo sranje, koliko se sjećam da si rekao.
the skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay.
Kužiš, tom ti pričam. $50 nije malo.
Something on your mind?
Mislim, $50 nije puno meni. Kužiš. Ali za hrvatski pojam koliko je to novaca. Razumiješ?
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Što ti kažeš, Matija? $50 je puno, jel?
Pa s obzirom da ne dobiješ ništa i da ne vidiš skoro ništa, par tih novih igrica, ono.
Pa da, opet tih par tih igrica koje što opet možeš ti vidjeti na YouTube-u ili negdje koješ ono.
Ma da, uglavnom se te igrice kad te zanimaju vidiš prethodno, ono nije sad da ti ono...
Ne je da ćeš nešto
ekskluzivno... Ajde oni tam nešto nude.
Ekskluzivno vidjeti tamo.
Moraš 50 kuna pokrit vrijednost ulaznice, nije to sam tako ono.
Pa no, to mislim.
Ono,
pa
pitanje šta sam popio, ono...
Da dobiješ nešto ono koješ... Da ima neke...
Ono, naplati mi 200 kuna pa da te pitam šta sam jeo, šta sam pio, no.
No?
50 kuna, to su mi dobri ćevapi i piva.
Pa no?
Bilo gdje u Zagrebu.
To pričam. Mislim da malo puno ipak.
Bez veze, da to ima sadržaj nekakvog, da je to nešto...
Koji za recimo, aj ti sa tih 50 kuna, na primjer, imaš garantirano, ne znam, toliko i toliko gejmanja ili nešto, znaš, ono, nešto da imaš garantirano, da ta ulaznica garantira da ti dobiješ nešto. A ne samo da uđeš unutra. Onda mi to ima smisla, kužeš. A ovako realno smatram da je previše.
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something? I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him. Yeah, I'm still not over that. You'd think a grown man would know how to let go of his past. But I guess I'm just not there yet. Yeah, maybe you're right. Walking out on a kid when you're pretty much the only friend he's got? That's pretty damn low. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this. Yeah, boss?
Pa da.
Šta kažeš da?
Kažem pa da. Pa da, sam rekao. Nisam rekao samo da. Nego pa i da. To su dvije. Zajedno. Spadne. Pa da. A, sviđa?
Opa da.
Opa da ne.
Captain, Felix and the vicar are arguing again.
You don't think that's a problem? Whole ship's running on a computer's fancy. That'll make you nervous, Preacher?
No, Felix. The concept of a ship computer does not make me nervous. Are you scared of Ada?
I ain't scared of Ada.
Good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's just, she's a computer, Max. What happens when her equations tell her to cut off her oxygen? Or blast us all into space?
Felix, Ada is not sentient. She can't act out of a sense of malice. Where do you get these ideas?
I was watching True Stories of Mechanical Murderers last night.
One of these days, I'm going to make you read an actual book.
I can't believe I got my own bunk.
Dobro. Groundbreaker. Moram pojest
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
7-2 questa grande. Znači... Pardon. Felix mi treba i prvadi. Mogu bi ja riješiti ovu igru brzo kad bi išao samo na main quest, pa ono, da to riješim.
A da, pa
Kužiš?
nije fora u tom.
Nije mi uopće to, nek želim ono... Sad evo baš rješavam za za crew membere questove. I sviđa mi se što su to rasporedili, kojiš ono side questovi, crew member, ovo ono, tak da znaš ono...
That pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
And they're just transferring cargo out where everyone can see?
Legal or not, somehow the company always has its paperwork in order.
Ono, možda je više načina se složiti questove, tako da vidiš šta je di.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Tripical Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
You mind? Trying to have a moment here. Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. That's Harlow's mark, no mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
We're not? Oh, right, yeah. We're non-violent sorts. Real diplomatic.
All right, you made your point. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know. Please, just make it quick. That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
Kaže, bračni ugovor im je istekao. O bož, kakav je to sjedi, oni žive, bože moj. I kaže kao neće obnoviti ugovor, jer pošto je on kao van zakona gdje radi. Bože. Bravo.
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus. Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I. Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day is all.
Dobro.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Budge, a soft sour candy shop. Around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Hey boss, if you need a tour guide, I've seen all 12 episodes of Terror on Monarch. Kind of an expert.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big, dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose. Well, 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 aren't you clever? Thank you, dearie. I might just follow up on that. Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war. Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I've seen all week. That'll go for a tidy sum of bits. Fair's fair. No one ever said old Gladys was a cheapskate. No, sir. And I'm not about to let them start. Here, consider it hazard pay. That's plenty, my dear, and more than I thought you'd find. You got a knack for snooping. I ought to just hire you next time, instead of those sublight lunkheads. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your friend Gladys now. You can come visit any time. I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over an
Cubio Sam
engineering,
Magico Salico
I'd be safe with
Instanciae
refurbished
Slusulus.
ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and
Da?
cinnamon.
Kako?
I
Majču,
guess you could
slušajte.
eeny, miny, mow it.
Take your time, dear.
To je šalica.
A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Rush B Magico.
We didn't have anything rosish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. I'm afraid that's confidential, my dear. A matter of customer privacy. I'd wager you'd demand the same were you the one buying. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Poslo Sam Tina Di Cordu.
Ok, budem pogledao. Hvala.
Salico. Gel Radis Donis.
Ne. Na godišnjem sam.
OPAC. A
toliki ja.
Error. Error. Lol. Cad Cressus CAZG.
Sutra rano jutro. Ali sam negdje poslije podne u Zagrebu.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
Nice man.
Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called,
Ma di ćeš, nemoj ići.
It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right.
Šta to? Bože, ti me uvozao me.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked. That Harlow reminds me of my old dentist, and not in a good way. Captain?
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Kako ide tebi, Matija?
Pa evo dobro, baš planiram tu invaziju na... Šta je to? Numidija.
Ja mislim Mezopotamija. A, dobro. A bio sam blizu, znaš, ono.
Da.
Move along.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for Rap Musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly, it, makes you more attractive for, you know.
Trust me, no one's going near you like this.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people don't.
We're used to folks swooning at our feet. You don't gotta be embarrassed.
A healthy survival reflex is nothing to be embarrassed about. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain. What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
You're right, boss. I think this guy's trying to fleece us. Maybe we ought to pay him in a couple of busted kneecaps.
Both of you, stop it.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business. I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right? He's kind of a brute.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
I see you stuck around. Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy. I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship has flown. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goo, what then? Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me. Was there something else? Or did you just want to mock me? Only every day. But in case you haven't... And even if I... Nothing. Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really got to stop. Lucky you.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower. The body's in the first apartment on the right.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
A murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Whatever you do, don't talk about surprising.
Oh! You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry. Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
You wanna know what I think? This Braxton fella threw away the trappings of society and joined a pack of wild raptidons.
As you were.
Kako ide, Matija? Se širiš?
Evo, dobro. Kažem, napisam Nomidiju, sad imam svojom tamo Sivu. Grad se zove Siva.
Ma dobro, bitno da nije žuta.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family. Yeah, I suppose I was a touch lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything.
Great work.
Can't keep us out. up, jackass! More where that came from.
Čekaj, imamo oružje, Felix. Ima. Čekaj, ima dobar gun. Paščina. Gdje se donestao? Ništa. Dobro.
My time to shine!
You got it, Captain!
Everyone all right?
Jesi igrao, Matija, igricu, to je starija, ono, Faraon? Jesi to, Matija?
Ne sjećam.
Ne sjećaš se?
Ne sjećam se.
To, ako se sjećaš, bilo je prije ono kao Cezar, isto igrica. To ti je ono, mislim da su čak isti ljudi radili. To je stare onake igrice tamo. Strategija isto. Ono, gradiš ove, kako se zove, gradove i to, pa ono, neš kao Settlersi, ako si igrao kad Settlersi.
Come on!
Okej. Nisam očekivao.
Hushin' up.
Get together!
Nice hit! Watch this!
Down they go!
Still got it!
You know in an Aetherwave serial when somebody says, I got a bad feeling about this place? Pretend I just did that. Here we go!
My time to shine! It's working, boss! Got him!
I see you now! It's nothing personal, I swear.
boss! Everyone all right?
Great! Here we go!
Here I come! Woo! That had to hurt! Ah! Take him down! Heads up, jackass!
You got it, Captain! Nice one!
I was just getting started.
Nicely done.
Jesi to, Matija?
Jesam. Cijela vojska mi je pobegla, ostali su mi samo ovi slingeri kaj bacaju kamenčiće, no. Da bi sad pobježio u bitku, no.
Ma daj.
Hey, a shipwreck. Something else. Yeah! That's what you're going down!
Here goes nothing!
Nice hit! Everyone all right?
Huh?
Incoming! That's smart!
Count on me, boss!
Thank you.
One down! Out of my way!
I'll fix you right up!
That was fun!
O, čovječe, ja pucam okolo, naokolo, a ovo je spava jedan. Došao sam sa sačmaricom pored glave i radnjem u glavu. Onako, kako vidi stvarno čovjek spava, dobra je, nek spava i dalje onda. No to je fora pokazati na minimapi ono kad su neprijatelji u blizini, kureš. To isto biti, to je kao radar više nego minimapa. Ili ti kompas kako neki kažu.
I smell blood.
Hey, boss! Watch this!
Bore mi svi ti kompanjoni imaju svaki neku svoju ability kao neki special napad.
That's the last of him!
Score one for Felix.
Aren't those cakes just about the cutest little things you ever seen? The dust bat casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. You gotta be more careful about what you say around Felix. He's a good guy, but real impressionable. I don't want him thinking it's okay to threaten folk. Well, I don't want him hurting people on account of me. I want him to be a better person. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain. Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain. Maybe you're right, and I'm stalling a bit. But maybe I also need to, so as I can work up the courage. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium. Jolliker's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that. Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best. Nice.
Ja moram se ići noć sa curom da odnesem rezervaciju za kartu. Za autobus, na autobus. Pa dođem kroz neki sat vremena, tako nešto.
Dobro, dobro. Dobro, sam polako.
Ništa, pa se čujemo.
Čujemo se.
Budeš ti tu ili ideš raditi?
Ne, tu sam. Tu sam imam neki obaveza poslije, pa ono. Ali čućemo se.
Ništa, ništa.
Ajde.
Score one for Felix! Show him how it's done! Woo! That had to hurt! Ah, that's the last of him!
Let's go! Good one!
Tossball kick!
You got him!
You want some of this?
I'll fix you right up!
Nice hit! Oh no, poor buddy!
It's all in the wrist.
We can handle this!
Let's dance!
Down they go!
That'll lord him!
That's the last of them! I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
Now that was fun! We still going after Trask, boss?
Did you know Junlei growing up?
Miss Tennyson? Nah, she never looked my way. I knew of her, though. Who didn't? She was just about the busiest woman on the Groundbreaker.
What did folks say about her then?
Tough. Competent. Had a glare that'd stop you dead in your tracks.
Yeah. Where are we headed?
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust buildup in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? How do linear algebraists settle arguments about matrix transposes? With a dual. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. I'll be here.